think we're back. Okay guys, I think we're back. I think. So I'll just sit tight and chat a few minutes just to let everybody get back in and get the link spread everywhere again. Okay, so if folk could just maybe drop me a message or a comment just to let me know it's working. Okay, it appears to be working now. So okay, so we're back. Right, I think we're back. I think it's working now. So I'll just chat a wee minute just to let everybody get back in and stuff, get the link shared out again. Apologies for that, folks. That was the connection on my end dropped. Just because I'm trying to kill so many birds with one stone because of the way we have to live stream music now. It's unfortunate. Okay, I'm just going to catch up with the... Right, okay, Caroline's tagged a bunch of folk and shared the links, so hopefully this time we will be able to go without any further hiccups. The problem being, guys, I don't know where I got to, but I was really just playing various bits and pieces and explaining some stuff, but that's okay. And if anyone asked any questions in the comments on the previous video, I am so sorry, they are gone. Never to see the light of day again, so if I've missed anything, please do ask your question again. Sorry about that. What an embarrassment, eh? Nobody said this live LARP was going to be easy. See, this is why I prefer a stage, an actual physical stage. You know, you can't have connection issues on a stage. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone for bearing with me. I'm just going to keep one eye on the comments. Messages are coming in now, so I think we might be all good. Okay, Kirsty's going to have to watch the rest tomorrow. That's cool. It'll be up on my YouTube channel. I will link people that can't watch it tonight to watch it tomorrow. Right, okay, so I'm going to crack on. I'm going to do another song now, just and let the comments come in, just so before I get on to the look stuff, because the look stuff is really the main focus of the whole thing, and I want to make sure everything's as it should be, just before I get into that. I want to make sure the connection's going to hold and everyone can hear everything. Before we get there, so I'm going to do this is a song that's not appeared anywhere yet. It's brand new, so this is the first live outing it's getting. I think it's going to be actually in my band's repertoire. So we'll give this a whirl and see what happens. There's no sound on the live. Oh shit. Okay, that's interesting. 2 seconds. I just gotta reply to this message. Because I think people are still having trouble with the old link. I think there's a crossover somewhere. Because I can see the audio waves in front of me on my streaming software, so I know the microphones are both working. Hopefully. Oh, I'm really sorry about this, guys. Technology has beaten me once again, it would appear. Right, okay. So, got a brand new song now, and hopefully this will hold, it'll be alright, and then we can get into the reason why we're really here. Christ, it's 10 to 10 already. She writes down my darkest secrets in a filing cabinet on the back wall. A smile telling me just to leave it by the door, it don't matter at all. The scent of the perfume, it plays on my mind. Flavored tobacco never fails to remind. I think how to tell her, but there was never a time. I look in her eyes, no delirious disguise, and I tell her everything. No words too traumatic, a playwright's best romantic, played on these untuned strings. Every time we talk it over, every day we're getting closer. I guess it's a matter of fact. I can tell her every word, but there are 3 too often heard, and I can't tell her that. My head says you gotta say something and find out where her thoughts are at. Heart saying you gotta say nothing, 'cause you know that you can't tell her that. The way that she dances, the look in her eyes, smiling for someone, crying a river inside. I nearly tell her, but it just wasn't the time. I look in her eyes, no delirious disguise, and I tell her everything. No words too traumatic, a playwright's best romantic, played on these untuned strings. Every time we talk it over, every day we're getting closer. It's a matter of fact. I can tell her every word, but there are 3 too often heard, and I can't tell her that. In the end, I know I gotta leave it, lock the back door behind me on it all. She'll never know she's my best kept secret, the one who would be my downfall. Look over her shoulder, she can't see my smile. Dreaming the night she won't know for a while. I'll never tell her before the end of my life. I look at her eyes, know the envious disguise, and I tell her everything. No, it was too traumatic, and play right best romantic, played on these unshoe strings. Every time we talk it over, every day we're getting closer. I guess it's a matter of fact. I can tell her every word that I think too often the building. I can't tell her that. I can't tell her that. Right, it's not flagged up any other connection issues. So just to let more people get back in, I'll play another song for you, another newer song. Okay, cool. There's nothing flying about on Facebook. Seems to be working. It's good. Good. Okay, so I'm currently in the process of recording my next solo album, which will be called Mirror Image. I'm doing the recording sessions just now. I think I'm about halfway through the basic tracks, so I've got drums, rhythm guitars and bass guitars recorded for I think about 6 or 7 of the tracks. So there's going to be 13 tracks on the album. So I'm going to play one for you now. I wrote this one over 2 years ago now. This was the first one that started the Mirror Image stuff. I started writing it all. In fact, I wrote the whole album around that time, sort of 2 years ago, 2 and a bit years ago, and never did anything with it. And I thought, you know what, it's too much work to just not let anything happen with it. I do that sometimes, do it quite a lot, just let things kind of lie and simmer and age, and then I go back to them and see if they've aged well, and this stuff has. So this is one of the acoustic tracks that's going to be on the Mirror Image album when it comes out, hopefully soon, a couple of months time maybe, by the time I finish it all. This is called Shadows of Forgotten Verse, this one. You've every valid reason to feel the way you feel, but don't lay it at my door, or you'll find I'm not at home. You search for valid reasons to nail me to the cross, even though it's not my fault. Doesn't matter if it's not. When 3 lights burn down to 2, and in my heart I can't see you. When it's all said and it's done, I just feel it can't go on. I could say the words to make it right, but your smile's gone tonight. And every night I gotta wake to recall it is too late. It's over at the final curtain call, but I won't cry, and I'd rather die. Last chapter with the pages torn and free, but I don't know how it should go. Those pages in the storybook I left for you, they lie empty, no one will read. Now all we got are unfinished dreams, dying memories, fading softly. My words seem to have no voice. My trust I seem to get no choice. My love, it feels that it just hurts, and you don't see what I'm trying to say. So it's best we let it fade away. Years of laughter, days of tears, smiles through our darkest fears. For it to end like this, count the hours, mark the time, verse that will no longer rhyme, just another face to miss. Do you see my back where you put your knife? I feel my heart doing 25 to life. That's why the story ends. So don't look shocked, don't act surprised when there's no sequel in my eyes. My tears have dried again. Yeah, I always did like that one. I wrote that when I was living away in the Isle of Skye, actually, towards the end of 2019. Didn't feel it at the time, but a long time ago now. Right, I will check in with, this is a good point to check in with some of the comments now, because I'm about to get into why we're all here. And I know this next song is one that a few people that have joined in tonight are waiting for. And obviously it was never not going to be in the set. Okay, Lewis, Dan, yes, hello. Matthew McCain's here, alrighty. Good stuff. Right, okay, so it's telling me about video resolution and stuff. Right, okay, so I will just check the Facebook stuff and then we will crack on, because time is marching on. And I'm conscious it's only Thursday and not Friday, so people may have work and stuff tomorrow. Could have done without the technical stuff at the start. Yes, Matthew, the letter arrived. Oh no, right, okay, that's fine, that's fine. I am hoping everything is now as it should be. So, getting on to this next song, most of you know, I put out a video recently. I got some people very kindly contributed some photographs for me and stuff to put the video together for Corinne, who is Luke's mum. I wrote the song that's on part of the album. It's on the You Are Luke album. You can find the whole album on my Bandcamp. Anyone who doesn't have the link or would like the link or a copy or whatever, let me know, and we'll sort that out. But yeah, I wrote this song for Corey, and it kind of grew arms and legs, and then I did a different version of it to make a video, and basically in the hope that by putting it out there, she would eventually see it. So yeah, we'll get to the song in a minute. The album, they're quite interesting, because the album, the You Are Luke album, was written. It was kind of from a few perspectives, but mainly I tried to do it from the perspective of me trying to put myself into this guy's shoes and the things that he's going through and the things that his family are going through, because the system is so fucked up, right? Now, I'm not going to get too into the ins and outs of the actual case, because I know that we need to be careful what we say and what we don't say. And I don't want to contradict or undermine any of the fantastic work that other people have done regarding the case and trying to take it forward, but it's all there. If you read Sandra's book, Sandra Lane's book, she's been working on this case for 18 years now, probably longer than that. So if you want to get a copy of the book, let me know and I can tell you how to get in touch with her. There are various ways of doing it, but yeah, I will either get in touch myself for you, or I will put you in touch, whatever you prefer. But the people that are watching that know what I'm talking about and know the case, I am more than happy to take questions from my own perspective. I can give my own opinions. I won't feed into the speculation and the stuff that's causing so much shit within the groups and stuff. So I don't want to feed into that, because that's not why. I mean, we all want the same thing. We all want this guy to get out, because it's just fucking wrong. Like, that's as blunt as I can put it. It's just wrong. And I get people are angry because there's been a huge miscarriage of justice, massive, right? And I get that people are angry. And one of the things that highlighted that, there's a song on the album that a lot of people that have listened to it singled out as their favourite one, and it's a song called Mother Judith. Now, the album, I must stress this, is from my point of view, or me trying to be in his shoes. So it's not necessarily an out and out dig at the family in particular. You know, I would never want to do that. It was just kind of dealing with the angry emotions that come with the territory, essentially. And I get why people like this song, because people, when they're angry, they like to have something or somewhere to put that anger and stuff. And it's a really heavy riff, and it's a really lyrically it's quite strong and powerful. And it was the one on the album I was quite in two minds about, but decided to put it on there to sort of illustrate that point. But I didn't do it with the intention of I'm going to have a dig at the Jones family and bang, here it is. That's not what I'm about, because I want the truth for them as well. We all do. We all absolutely do. So yeah, I'm just going to check just to make sure, see if there are any, because I saw a couple of messages coming in. No, Matthew, it's not. It's not who you think. It's a completely different. This is completely different. This guy is innocent. He's doing a life sentence for a murder he didn't do, essentially. That's the bare bones of it. Yeah, it's more complicated than that, but that's the bare bones of it. Anyway, so I'm hoping that the connection still looks okay. I'm going to just have a quick look at YouTube, and then I'm going to play this song, because I know that people that are watching from the groups specific to the case have been kind of waiting and tuned in specifically to hear this song, and for me to talk about this. So oh yeah, okay, so I have people tuning in. That's good. It's mainly Matthews and what the hell's going on here? Somebody trying to tell a joke? Yes. Okay, so I'm caught up with all the comments and stuff. I will be linking people to this once it's done and on YouTube and everything. Oh, I think that was another Facebook thing. Just trying to keep on top of it all. Right. Matthew, I would read the letter on stream, but I don't have it in the room with me, and I can't really go and get it in case like shit dies and I whack microphones and stuff. But yeah, my friend Matthew sent me this fantastic letter. It's just a bit of a sort of inside joke, because you got to keep laughing, don't you? So yeah, I'm going to dedicate this song to Corin, of course, as I'm sure the rest of you will understand. This is called "Don't Turn Your Back on the Light." When everything just can't seem real, everyone turns on you and you're still trying to heal. Thousands ask you, do you sleep at night? But me, I'm just asking, are you alright? When all seem lost and you can't go on, think of him, sing his song, hold your head up each dawn that breaks, and I'm just hoping that you're okay. They say these tattoos send me straight to hell. They tell my story oh so well. Perhaps if I play these chords in time, someone new will ask you, are you alright? When all seem lost and you can't go on, think of him, sing his song, hold your head up each dawn that breaks. I'm just hoping that you're okay. You'll see him standing on your stairs with his bright-eyed smile and his long blonde hair. We can't undo lost days and nights, but through it all, are you alright? When it all seems lost and you can't go on, think of him, sing his songs, hold your head up each dawn that breaks, and I'm just hoping that you're okay. Thousands ask you, how do you sleep at night? But me, I'm just asking, are you alright? Yeah, really emotional song that, and someone actually dropped me a message and asked me to explain, and because obviously the song is for Corin, it's about the look thing and what kind of she must be feeling and the shit that she's got over the years, and you know, I kind of thought, well, you know, has anybody actually asked you the simple question, you know, are you alright? You know, I mean, even if he's not, but even if he was guilty, she didn't do anything, you know, so again, she's getting all this shit they're doing. So yeah, that song was basically for her, just to ask you, you know, just to say, you know what, I hope you're all right, because sometimes it's a simple act of kindness that you know, goes a long way. And but I've been asked by someone to explain the second verse, because it's, I mean, they say these tattoos send me straight to hell, but they tell my story oh so well. It's because I had tattoos. I've gotten shit for my tattoos. They are somewhat controversial, I suppose. I have a guillotine on my left arm. I have Guy Fawkes' signature on my right, and I have Bon Scott and his birth and death dates up here on my shoulder. It's linking me in, and the similarities in the fact that, as Sandra rightly says, this could have happened to anyone, and it's not. And my story is not so different. I was the weird kid. People thought I was a Satanist because at school because I owned a Black Sabbath album and I wore Highway to Hell T-shirts and that kind of thing. And people get the wrong idea. They think us rockers, right? It's quite funny in a way because I shouldn't laugh, but I'm gonna. They think us rockers in a way. We sit and we have a cupboard where we keep the goat that we're going to slaughter, and we're going to drink the milk mixed with the blood, and we're going to dance naked around a candle in a pentagram, and we don't do that. Really, we don't. Like most of the time, people that play rock and roll music, we sit on our arse drinking tea like the rest of you. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're just as ordinary and boring as everybody else. Make of that what you will. But that's where the second verse came from. So yeah, let's see what else have we got. Right, okay, I've got a couple more songs before I kind of wrap this up. I'm just gonna, before I get into the next song, I'm going to check the messages and everything because stuff's flying about all over my screens here, and I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, message. Cool. What kind of gear, what amplifiers are you using at the moment? Okay. At the moment, my main amplifier is a Carlsbro 30 watt twin speaker spring reverb, which I bought off someone down south in Ipswich, I think. I found it on Reverb, the music gear buy and sell site, and I bought it because I wanted a twin speaker and I wanted a simple amp with spring reverb that I could then attach my pedals to. Pedal wise, I'm using my guitar goes straight into a Vox Wah, and then it goes to Boss a OG1 overdrive, and then I have an MXR Distortion Plus, which I use for a boost for heavier songs, riffs, lead solos to give it a bit more. Then I have an MXR Phase 90, which is the bright orange thing. And then I have a Behringer multi-effects thing, which at the moment I've currently got set up as a delay, and that's all going on a makeshift pedal board, and that's going into my amp, into the clean channel of the Carlsbro twin speaker. Now the UR Look album I didn't record on that. I used my other amplifier, which is a Fender Mustang 5, a 300 watt head, so it's a gutsy bugger. It was my gigging amplifier back when we could have gigs, and it's into a home built speaker cabinet that I ripped two practice amps apart, drilled and bolted the speaker cabinets together, wired them up as two speakers, and yeah, I run that through that. And the UR Look album, and actually the Belgian Custard stuff as well, was all recorded using that album, that amplifier, sorry. Because the amp kind of sits, I wanted to experiment with the fact when I mic'd it up, the amp sits maybe 2 feet, no more than a metre away from my bed, so it's kind of like the base of my bed, so it's like a boxed in area, and I wanted to see how that affected the sound, so I recorded all the tracks for UR Look apart from Don't Turn Your Back on the Light, and the last one, Innocent Heart. Those two, Don't Turn Your Back on the Light, the original was done just on an acoustic guitar, just mic'd up on its own, no amplifier, and Innocent Heart was done on my Les Paul through my pedal board and my Carlsbro 30 watt twin speaker. That was recorded, and that was the last one I did to finish off the album. But everything else was done using the Fender Mustang V. So that was what my gear today. I've got obviously my my pride and joy, my Fender acoustic guitar here. I've got this, which is my acoustic guitar for everything. I've got two microphones, just condensers. I've got my guitar microphone, which is going into my audio interface and then into the laptop, and then I've got this one, which is just going into the microphone connection, which is for my vocals. I don't spend too much time on vocals because it's, again, not my strong suit, shall we say. So that's a bit about the gear that I use to record the album and stuff. So I also have a thingy, a little amp, a little transistor THR, Yamaha THR, which is a 5 watt thing. It's about that size, looks like a toaster, and it's a sort of amp that doubles as an audio interface. So all my direct input guitars are recorded on that, because you can just take a USB out the back and just right into the computer. So I'm just going to come and check YouTube comments now, because there's a lot happening. Yeah, I still get it as well, just not so much because I don't get out that much now. But yeah, people stereotype, and it's not bloody nice. Really, it's not. It really isn't nice. Right. But yes. Lyrically, the You Are Luke album came to me quite easily, because to give you a bit of background, I've followed the case since it happened, since all this started, like 2003, 2004. I've followed it in the papers when it was all going on, followed it when it went to trial, followed it when, well, we all know what happened. Yeah, I just really hope we can get the result we want and what we're looking for, and it's not even just to say, you know, we told you so. It's these things have to be looked at. These things have to be reviewed so that it doesn't happen again. You know, things need to change. That's the bit people don't. I get people don't like admitting they're wrong, and when there's a lot riding on them being right or wrong, it's even worse. But I get that. But you know, things have to be looked at so that it doesn't happen again, you know, and the same mistakes aren't made. Okay, this one I wrote this, I couldn't tell you when. Sometime last year. I think it was kind of mid. This is one of my mid-lockdown songs. It's a kind of bluesy thing in E minor, so make of it what you will. I could pick up the telephone, think I know just how that would go. Would you turn your back or say hello? I see a sunset smile at night in a Wednesday dream. Maybe once or twice, painted in the colors of your eyes. Still saying that I love you just as tenderly as back with your sunshine rain on me. Oh, I haven't forgotten that. Cried these tears before. I understand why the chain stays on your toe. The cigarettes between my lips, same ones that you never kissed. Each time you tried to catch your heart, I missed. Lost for words and I tried to talk, locked my conscience in a box. Now all I wish to do is turn back the clock. Still sing that I love you, just as tenderly as back when your sunshine rained on me. Oh, I haven't forgotten that. Cried these tears before. I understand why the chain stays on your door. Oh, will you come home to Scottish rain and stories? Don't you know that without you it gets lonely? It's getting late, I just can't let you go. So I will wait, my heart belongs to you, and I let it show. Oh, still saying that I love you, just as tenderly as back when your sunshine rained on me. Oh, I haven't forgotten that. Cried these tears before. I understand why the chain stays on your door. Okay, so I've only got really let's see what we got left. I've only got one more song left. I've cut the set list just a tiny bit because you know time is kind of getting away from us. I've been sort of doing this on an hour and a half, even though I had to sort out a technical issue in the middle, which is never good, but let's just see. Okay, I mean I'll share the videos of the live in the group anyway, or in the groups, in the chats and stuff, so people can hopefully, once I look at it myself, and hopefully catch up, like where it sort of went wrong. Okay, I'm gonna actually do a couple more songs, just because I'm conscious that things didn't really go to plan at the start. So I'm gonna do a couple of songs just to finish off, and then I'll talk just a little bit, and then we'll wrap up. Um, but seriously, everybody that's tuned in, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical issues and all the various bits of crap. So this is another one from Synesthesia album number 1. I wish I could take back the things that I said and tell you I wish you nothing but the best. Say I hope you find the love you're looking for. You try to understand every tear that I cried, and now all I want is to apologize and ask your forgiveness one last time. Was lost in my anger, consumed by my hatred of me. Lost in the darkness and torn from the light I can't see. Look on the world and try to remember a time. A page in a notebook, a last photograph in my mind. Now your voice fades in the night, lost in a vision, so out of sight, as I think to myself where I went wrong. Sometimes I still see your face in a dream, and it makes me think how things could have been but a week. And I find that she's still gone. Lost in my anger, consumed by my hatred of me. In the darkness and torn from the light I can't see. Look on the world and try to remember a time. Page in a notebook, the last photograph in my mind. Okay. Okay, Jade and Caroline, if you're still watching, I hope you are, because we had a discussion about a certain Photoshop the other day. Yesterday, actually. And I'm going to finish up with this one because it just wouldn't be one of my live streams without it. We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our house, we make the rules. There's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Haven't known you 20 seconds or 20 years. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever and oh, take me out and take me home. You're my We could let our friends crash in the living room. This is our place, we make the call. And I'm highly suspicious that everyone sees you, they want you. I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, I want them all. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever and oh, take me out and take me home. You're mine. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string a scar on my hand? I take this magnetic force of a man to be mine, lover. And yours has been blue, and all's well ends when they end with you. I swear to be dramatic and true to my lover. And you'll save all your dirtiest jokes just for me. And at every table I'll save you a seat. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever and oh, take me out and take me home. You're Can I go always love playing that one. So, music-wise this evening, that's all she wrote, I'm afraid, guys. But I just want to say a few things to wrap up. But before I do that, of course, keep an eye on the comments and so on and so forth. I just jumped into a conversation at totally the wrong moment. You know that way when people are talking about something totally innocent? And I just jumped in at the wrong moment. I just jumped into a conversation, and the first statement I read was, so is there electric, or do these things have batteries? I'm nearly 32, but my sense of humour is still about 14. Anyway, well, you know what? We got there in the end. I just check the Facebook comments and the YouTube comments. No, I don't actually want to. Go on and turn off my own feed. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it, folks? Facebook, thank you. What? Oh, I have an announcement actually, guys. So we'll get to that just before we go. Let's have a wee look. Yeah, we're just approaching the hour mark for this one. That's quite good, plus the little bit that I did previously. Working, things are working, everything's working. Right, I'll need to share this about the place because... Good stream, thank you. Right, well, I'm going to round off there. Just thank you very much to everyone who tuned in and watched. As I said, I will share the videos in the group because I know there was some confusion because the first one kind of went up the shitter. Again, I apologise for that. It was a technical issue with my connection. Nothing I could do about it, unfortunately. But I seem to have managed to sort it out and get the stream done so I can post this in the group. I think because of that, probably haven't had as many folk tuning into the whole thing as I'd have liked, but at least it's available to watch. And the good news is, in a week or two's time, what day are we on today? The 15th. So in about 9 days' time, well, 8 days' time, it's just over a week, just over a week's time, I'm going to make the announcement now so that people can join me. I'll make the announcements in groups and on near the time. But one thing I figured out, getting involved in doing this whole thing, and when I did the album and everything, and the song for Corinne and the video and yada yada yada, there's another surprise that's going to be happening, which will be kept under wraps. Just know that there is a surprise. The people that have been contacted to make it happen have been contacted, and it's in the works. So looking forward to getting that finished. And yeah, but one thing I figured out that in the whole thing is the fact that, believe it or not, Luke and I actually share a birthday. We were both born July 24th, a year apart, so he's a year older than me. And again, that just kind of hit it home just how fucking this could have been literally, and could still happen to literally anyone. You know, so on the 24th of July, which is in just over a week's time, because we both share a birthday, I thought we would celebrate. So you can join me in the afternoon on Saturday, July 24th. Same time, well, not same time because it's in the afternoon, but same place. We'll be live streaming from here. I will do more connection checks that time, and we're going to do a live stream. I'll do a live stream show on my birthday for Luke's birthday, and I thought we could all join in and celebrate together. So I'm open to suggestions if anyone has any ideas for that. But I will be here performing and chatting some more, and I will try and make it a different, maybe more appropriate set for that type of thing than just a kind of general set with songs kind of thrown in. Anyway, so please, I will share links and stuff near the time, but do join me to celebrate on the 24th, the afternoon of Saturday the 24th. I will make a flyer, I will send it out. I'll do all that this time. I'll actually prepare properly, and we will convene here again, and I'll do a show on the 24th, the afternoon of the 24th. That's the plan. So join us, and we will do it all again. Hopefully this time without technical difficulties and hitches and yada yada yada. But before I go, thank you very much yet again to everyone who joined in. I'm really happy that Sandra managed to catch some of it, hopefully all of it. But I'll send her the link. I'll send this thing to everybody once I figure out exactly what happened and exactly where what bit's at and so on. I'm going to go and listen back to it now, and do that. So yeah, again, apologies for the technical issues. I am glad we just kind of were able to roll with it, get on with it. And yeah, please do join us on the 24th of July. In just over a week's time, we will be back and do it all again. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll try and plan some special stuff for you near the time. But yeah, I will call it there. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my singing wasn't too painful for you. And I hope you enjoyed some of the material that you heard tonight. If you want to get in touch about that, please do. And thank you to anyone who's newly subscribed to my YouTube and all that. And again, I will reiterate, if you would like to purchase and read Sandra's book, let me know, and I can either put you in touch with her, or I can get in touch with her for you, or give you the email address to request it. So yeah, that can be a thing. But thank you very much, and I bid you all a very good night.